was dangerous looking, bro. After I just showed us the video when they shot in front of Miami, and the kids they nailed them down like birds. And then like dogs just falling from the sky. It was just so sad. Like, bro, why these young people? These are our young people. I know y'all mad at each other, but duke it out. You feel me? At least after you duke it out, you punch each other in the throat and shit. You could come back to see another day, to fight another fight. You know what I'm saying? But we just off each other like that, like. And the guns kind of into another type of situation. It's undoable. Like, you can't undo it. You can't undo it.
It's permanent.
That shit permanent out here, man. Ain't no coming back from here.
That shit is really God. So those just open back up.
Are we live yet?
Yeah.
Okay. In an effort to not hang up on us, hello?
Our ancestors, man.
Yeah, rolling over in that grave.
Bruh.
They're about as disappointed as they possibly could be. We know nothing of pain and suffering. We only know a taste of what real pain and suffering is really about. And if you ever could imagine in your mind what it is like to be loaded onto a slave ship and stacked like cordwood for a very, very long journey, and all of the waste and everything is pouring down on the poor people that happen to be at the bottom. And then when you are taking off that slave ship, you are,
if you make it the whole ride,
if you make it. If you don't make it, they throw you overboard.
Shark food.
And the sharks began to change their migratory patterns they started following the slave ship because it was free food falling from the sky. We don't know what real pain and suffering is really about. We have to be more grateful and thankful for the freedoms that we have, because our ancestors weren't given such luxury. But we don't know our history, and they certainly ain't gonna teach it to you. You're gonna have to dig and research and find out for yourself. Know thyself. And in knowing thyself, you must know where you come from. A strong people, the original people to inhabit this earth.
All four corners of this mother.
Kings, queens, chiefs, and everything. Great civilizations. We are all descendants, those of us of African American descent, those of us that are descendants of those slaves, we are all the descendants of those same 650,000 slaves. We all family. What are we talking about? Is this how we are to treat family? Of course not. No matter where you're from on the slave trade, all that mattered was which port you were dropped or your ancestors were dropped off. That's the only difference in us.
Okay.
You're getting me going today. I promise you. I'm on one. Boy, I am cooking like some hot fish grease up in this piece.
None of your business.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just playing.
Really?
None yet.
Really, Mama Margaret? That's how we gonna do? You so disrespectful.
And when you ask me what church you gotta let me know if you're gonna ask me what church I go to, because I have that written down.
You're gonna pull it out.
There is no way I can memorize that many churches.
Nigga said Church of Lauderdale Saints Baptist Memorial Ephesian.
There it is. I could make up some stuff, but
He done made up some goddamn Episcopal of the Atonement of the Latter-day Saints Baptism Church Catholic Archdiocese.
yeah.
First emblem of Jesus, hallelujah.
There's an absurdity to it too.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Because we got so
There's an
caught up in
absurdity to
labels
it.
and games and labels and we do our best to separate ourselves.
West Side, that Crenshaw Mafia. You gonna throw up the gang signs, Uncle Red? Mama, wait a minute. Does Mama Margaret have a gang sign?
Talk about being our own worst enemies.
God. Yeah. And just so you guys know, I have no idea what he was talking about. I just walked back into the studio.
I know. I'm talking about the absurdity in really only one church, according to the doctrine.
Right.
There's only one church.
Right, the Church of the Mall of Shopping. Period, boo.
Wow.
That's all the church it is. The church of shoes.
I'm not even going there.
And clothes.
I'm not going there.
And all of that.
Yeah. There's only one church. So all these other amalgamations. I'm going to use some ding, ding, ding. Y'all give me some love on using some big words. All these other creations these are humanly creations. We create these labels and we separate ourselves. We say, you go over here, you go to this church over here, you go over to this church over here, and we're gonna do things our way. And then the lay leaders they'll lead the peanut gallery in they'll lead the sheeple.
The sheeple?
Yes. If you so choose to be led by such charlatans.
Charlatans.
If you so choose.
To be led by such charlatans.
Mm-hmm. But there's only one mandate for one of the cloth, and that is to bring you to salvation, to help you on your journey. That's the job title. That's the job description. It ends there. So you're invited to the church so that process begins.
You're invited to the church.
Now all of these private jets and Maybachs and Lamborghinis and fur coats.
Private jets and Maybachs and Lamborghinis.
And sexual exploitation of children.
No, not the kids.
Thievery.
Thievery. Hoishness.
Felonies. You are a 501c. You are a non-profit. You do remember that, right?
They forgot. We forgot. We remember.
You're given tax exempt status for a reason.
We're trying to get food
it's not
out.
to get rich.
We're trying to get food out. What's wrong with you?
And certainly when you pull up, you can't see statues and marble floors and all sorts of idolatry. How could you possibly walk in that place? Is beyond me. I'm not against mega churches, and I'm not against folks of the cloth, because we don't want to shut out our women of the cloth either, for sure. But anyway, we don't want to shut out everybody. I'm just on one. Leave me alone. We're supposed to be entertaining. We go live. We're on TV. What are we supposed to do?
I'm so entertained.
I'm trying to get a check. Help your boy Uncle Red get some promo. You want to be promo? You want to?
Uncle Red goes to help him get a check.
Faking the Holy Ghost. Y'all be ashamed of yourselves. It's got to be a true feeling or not at all. So I'm done on that. I'm so sorry. We have so many folks that are very religious. I just happen to be very spiritual. I'm so sorry.
But they're just very religious. That's it.
Hate to break it to you. Okay, well. Oh. Ratchets. Hey. See, that's what I'm talking. Look, there is no such thing as going overboard in the promotional side of what we got to do. You know what I mean? We cannot have no shame in our game. And you know, man.
Yeah, you know that. That represent like me.
That's the truest truth I done heard.
Do you have the I'm talking about not the one that.
That you did for us?
No, I'm talking about the original.
Great segue. Speaking of promotions, we got several special guests we got lined up tomorrow for APz Mid-Morning Mimosa, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday to Friday. But we got some special guests tomorrow. Our veterans of the military services will be quite interested in one of the guests for sure. You know, we got one of our infamous Green Berets of the United States Army coming in to sit in with us. One of my homies that I've known for many years from my hometown. And so when that's right, yeah, he coming in tomorrow. And then we got some politicians, some of the queen of variety. We got Senator Connie Johnson from Oklahoma, who is put her hat in the ring for governor of Oklahoma. So she's going to be joining us tomorrow. It's going to be great. She was out in Tulsa for the commemorative celebrations commemorating the Tulsa, the bombing. That's what I'm going to call it. The bombing of Tulsa, which was considered the Black Wall Street of its day. Many others from around the country of African descent had invested in Tulsa, Oklahoma during those. So this is the 100-year anniversary of that tragedy. Senator Connie Johnson is going to join us. She's going to share her experiences. It's going to be wonderful. So we hope you can tune in with us. It would be great. And we are grateful that you're tuned in and locked in and tapped in with us. Without you, we are nothing. And I mean that for real. No cap. Man, I forgot my bracelets and everything.
30 seconds.
That's what happened when you do ratchet stuff with your friends and can't wake up in the morning. You forget stuff at home. So why am I in there?
Yeah. Welcome APz Countdown Live. The hot show on radio. The hot show on radio. Welcome to the most requested. We're taking over. AP and Cam, so tight like the coast and ocean. It's the top 10 countdown show on radio. The hot show on radio. AP that got it back out. New radio, yeah, local radio. Down live. Monday through Saturday.
Welcome to APz Countdown Live, the hottest show on the radio. I am your boy AP, that guy, and right now I am sitting here with the coldest. I said the dopest. Nah, I'm talking about the hottest co-hosting the game. Slim City's finest with the light brown eyes. It's your boy, Uncle Red. Nunu.
Wagwan, everybody on the down north. It's your girl, Bad Gal Nunu on the mic, checking in. What's good, what's good?
What's going on, fine people? Hey. Welcome to the other side of lunch, at least for us, that is, even though a lot of you are making your way home, possibly for work. We on the other side of a lunch, because we do the morning show from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And listen, it's currently 24 minutes after the hour. Nunu, how you feeling over there today?
I'm feeling really good. I'm excited that Helsinki, Finland is checking in. I see y'all.
I know that part. Yes, absolutely. Uncle Red, how you doing over there, my guy? Well, I have just completed my tour of the solar system. Okay.
Wow.
The planets are a wonder to see. I passed by the International Space Station at 15,000 kilometers per hour, and I rode here on my hang glider, parked it on the roof, and came on down to the studio. Is that okay? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Is everything in line the way it's supposed to be? Everything lining up, everything?
Flying around, you doing?
Yeah, all the planets in line.
Threw out.
Boy, you ain't seen anything up there, anything special. Baked.
Wow. Wow.
So check this out. A little early, while we were on our break in between shows, I had a chance to do some research. And as you guys may be aware that the U.S. Navy spotted what they're calling a UFO off the shores of San Diego. Wow. Out there in the waters. And apparently one of the Navy personnel had a chance to capture what appears to be some video footage. I'm not sure if it was cell phone footage or not, but just some video footage that they capture of the radar system. And Uncle Red, it was definitely something on that radar, my guy. And not only was there something on the radar, but the Pentagon, they're confirming this thing and saying, yes, these are hands down, no questions asked. These are UFOs. And you know what? There's no fooling the radar. No, you cannot. Trajectory, speed, you know, instantly. If they're saying something is moving, they have to faster than anything that is created on Earth. Right. And it is moving in such a way, its trajectory is that it is changing directions, and we don't have that technology. Yeah. They said one of the crafts, or one of the UFOs, for those that don't know, just for the sake of understanding, UFOs are unidentified flying objects. Right, like it could be an alien, but it's just something that's flying that's unidentified. Okay. They said one of the objects were about 6 feet. We're about 6 feet. So I'm thinking, like, okay, yeah, like 6 feet. That's not big at all. But if it's something, no drone can fly at those speeds and change direction like that, and not be particularly in the middle of the ocean like that. Right. Yeah, that's my question is I don't really have any doubt that we're not alone. Absolutely. Right. How come y'all don't want to chop it up? I mean, what's going on? What are you here just to observe, or like what are you doing here? I know why they're here, Red. I know why they're here.
It has to be intelligence.
We're too dumb.
Research.
No, is that what you said?
Why you had to say it like that?
No, we ain't too dumb.
What? Why are they, what is your...
Man, y'all ain't
you know
ready
what?
for that. Y'all ain't ready for these types of conversations. Y'all ain't ready for these types of conversations.
Yes, I am.
Are we ready, or do we already know what you're going to say?
What do you think I'm going to say?
You know what, AP, that guy, I'm just going to let you say it.
You know, I'm just going to say they here, they here for their people. That's it.
I actually, why was I thinking the same exact thing? That the reason why they haven't shown themselves is that they're going to look like us. Ooh. And what I mean by us is they're going to look like melanated.
They're going to look like you, Red, half-baked.
You know what?
They're of the melanated nature. There are ancestors who have already left.
Y'all, I know I say this every afternoon before I get ready to leave the studio, but
What are you going to say?
when I go home tonight, I'm going straight to bed. I done had enough partying for a lifetime. Like, I am good on that.
Yeah, the whole alien
God.
thing.
Yeah, man.
To know they're just watching us like,
And listen, for them to get so close to
I'm
that,
like, what are they studying?
Yeah, I don't
what
know.
they trying to check out?
like, what is this twerking?
they're trying to see what's in the back of Bad Girl New Pants.
Wow.
What? Why would they want to try to see what's in the back of my pants?
Because they missing some aliens.
Really, AP? Bruh. Oh, God. I know all the things he could have said.
They'll be like, where's our brother at?
So I'm sucking up people's family members. Okay. All right. I'll take it.
We're missing a family member.
Wow. AP is really saying is I'm sucking up people. I'm sucking people up. Alrighty
We're missing
then.
some family members.
Wow.
Out here. They keep going down there.
Women hide your
They ain't
sons.
coming back.
Ladies hide your husbands.
Oh my goodness. We don't know where all our relatives are. We don't know where they're all going to. So Chris Brown says he isn't dropping a new album until he's ready. So stop asking.
Wow.
So Chris Brown took to social media to let fans know that he ain't dropping
I'm so
nothing.
tickled by that. Like, for real, AP?
He wrote an
I
Instagram
got
post.
people in my drawers now?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Bruh. Then Uncle Red over here laughing like,
We got people being sucked up by derrieres,
for real.
and now we have Breezy telling us
He ain't dropping the album until he's ready. Lulu, let's be honest.
What? Let's be honest, AP.
You got at least 2 midgets in here.
What up? It's your boy, Jay-Z. Snoop Dogg.
Oh, wow.
2 midgets in my drawers.
Wow, 2 midgets in your drawers.
Yep. Bro, that's that nigga for real?
Okay. All of the small people of the world, because that's the proper term. You're right. All of the small people of the world are going to call into this show and protest.
Well, all the small people of the world, clearly, if you're looking for your family members, 2 of them are in my underwear, according to AP. Wow. Thank you, AP. Now everyone is going to look at me differently.
They're going to be like, I wonder if she got 2 small people hanging out in the back. You think we should take a peek?
Oh, God. Absolutely not.
Wait till she throw a $20 bill. She'll bend down and get it.
Wow.
Man, we live. I'm ready to blow my nose on live. Wow. I'm not even.
Red, blow your little nose.
We're gonna get banned.
He said bad. Probably.
But what if the aliens was us? Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this out there because it's going out on the airwaves, and they're listening to the airwave. That's probably what brought them here, is they're listening to all the radio and TV broadcasts. But aliens, if you are listening, what are you waiting on? That's what I'm saying. We need some help.
Clearly, come get us.
If you have access to some more bag, as in some diamond planets or some platinum planets, we need some influx of cash down in this piece.
ASAP.
Can y'all help some folk out?
So Netherlands.
We are suffering.
The Netherlands is checking in. When we go back on, we need to let them know that we're on in the daytime too, because they only check in.
Okay.
It's a time difference.
What is wrong with these damn
They only
aliens?
check in the evening. Let me see something.
Man, I'm sitting here talking. I got to get on the ratchet. Here's your little cousin. Your little cousin is still up here.
What?
Your little cousin from Palm Beach.
Whatever. You wrong for that. I'm gonna download this shit again.
What else did we send over to the people? We sent them the flyer, the hotel list. What else? Look at that. Ray,
Yo.
did you see your people the hotel list? The ones that made it to the board for the Tunica show?
I did not. I did. Well, is that what you just said?
No. I would just wanted to make sure everyone has whatever necessary information.
Yeah, I'll get on it.
No, I'll send it to you right now,
Yeah.
and I'll put it in the group chat. So everybody I think you sent me I think I may have that.
Wow. What is today? Is Wednesday?
minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah. We have people in Scandinavia listening to this show, y'all.
How many people are in
Finland. We got our Dutch friends over in the Netherlands, Canada, Mexico. Our good friends down in New Zealand and Australia, United Kingdom, Germany. Big ups.
Shouts out to everybody checking in.
That's right. Oh, Wow, I forgot to.
So I just want to talk a little bit about all the things that have happened as far as how my life drastically changed from when I switched from corporate America to
We going in.
entertainment. Well, so the alcohol levels that
Wow. And cut.
oh really, Uncle Red?
Yeah, you want to
Oh, y'all don't want
sis.
y'all don't want me to let me speak my truth?
No, don't.
Because we get ready to go in.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Do
could.
it on the next.
I'ma tell y'all
do it
later.
on the next one.
Yeah.
What they be doing to me?
Tell them on the next one.
You're now listening to the hottest show on radio. APz Countdown Live.
Thank you for keeping it locked right here to the hottest show on the radio, APz Countdown Live, where we count down the top 10 hottest songs in the country each and every night for you. And we also bring to you some of the latest in hip-hop and celebrity news.
Yes.
So speaking of celebrity news, of course, we got a little Mary J. Blige in the news today. And you know what? I'm actually a little conflicted about this whole situation. So Mary J. Blige is set to release a documentary called My Life based on the making of the 1994 album My Life. I don't really know if people want to see a documentary on how you made that particular project, even though that was amazing.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. I don't care nothing about that. Is it interesting? That's what matters. Is it interesting?
I don't think I really want to see that. But what I would like to know, Mary, because you know a friend of the show just did an interview. I'm talking about none other than Danny Boy from from Death Row.
Oh wow! You are horrible.
He just did an interview on another show.
Wow.
And with the interview he did,
Here we go with the
he
lawsuit.
opened up about sleeping with Mary J. Blige when he was 15 or 16 years old. Wow. So that's what I want to know about Mary. Are you going to talk about that? Mary J. Blige, are you going to talk about getting knocked down by KC? That's what I really want to
So
know.
Danny Boy's the one that we interviewed on the show a few months ago, right?
Absolutely. You know,
Oh man.
he was with Tupac and the whole Death Row situation.
Yeah, all I gotta say is if these things did happen, it definitely wouldn't be good for Mary because
I wonder if she's going to talk about
he was a
any of
kid.
that.
You know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
this goes to what most people think and say. Whenever it happens to young men have sex with
Older women.
adult women at a
Get that
young age.
experience.
It's not taboo. It's man, you knock that down. But when the roles are switched, then it's you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
I mean, as it should be, but
It's still pedophilia
it should
because they're
it should be that way both ways.
Right.
And he opened up, and he went into detail how Mary was like, come lay down next to me, and she backed her booty all up on him and
But
everything.
did he say it was good? Was he scared? What was the situation? Did he feel violated?
Well, it had to.
Or did he break her back out?
Well,
I'm just trying to say, what's the situation here?
According to the interview, he was young. He was 15, 16, so he wasn't blowing nobody back out at 15, 16.
I mean, you never know, right?
Definitely not Mary J. Blige. But it must
Was
have
trying to
been.
teach him a little something.
And you know what? The lessons kept going and going because she was flying them out all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah, so
So you
it must have been good.
think that every time she flew him somewhere, it was for her personal.
Why would she fly him out? She don't need a singer. She sing.
Maybe she needed an assistant,
No, she's Mary J. Blige.
Wow.
someone to help her with her zipper,
Yeah,
the back of her dress.
You know what? You're right. She needed someone to help her zip that thing down. Someone to help her zip that zipper down.
Uncle Listen, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, I want to cry
Listen,
right
don't
now.
blame me. I know. Danny Boy said it.
Okay, so what was his demeanor when he said it? Is he saying that
He was
he was abused, or what is he saying?
He said
I'm about to hit Danny Boy inbox right now.
We need to get Danny Boy back on the show.
I'm gonna see if I can get Danny Boy.
But I was watching it. I was listening to. I was watching the interview, and my man, I was like, what? Like what? Yeah. And check this out. Then he detailed, because you know Mary J. Blige was dating Casey of Casey and of Jodeci, right? And Mary J. Blige was hanging out in a hotel room with Suge Knight and all of them, right? And Suge Knight called Danny Boy because they were all in the. Suge Knight was in the presidential suite.
What's Danny Boy on IG again? I can't remember.
I think it's like Danny Stewart or something like that, or
Danny
Boy
Stewart.
Yeah, something like that. And so Suge called Danny, called his room, was like, "Yo, come up to the room. Somebody want to hang out with you." Okay. And he went up to the room and was like, "Ain't nobody here but Mary J. Blige." And yeah. Wow. And then he went so far to say
crazy.
that at some point throughout the night when they were alone, you know, there was a knock at the door, and Mary J. Blige dove behind the couch, because I guess Casey just so happened to be there also, and she thought that, you know, the person knocking on the door was Casey. Wow. And she was just like, "Yo, don't let him know I'm in here." Oh. Like she was hiding. Casey.
Wow.
Hey, listen, I don't make the news. I just reported with a little twist on it, a little spin on it.
Wow.
I mean, there's not much spin that you need to put on that.
No, because that's raw, unfiltered. Listen, the phone lines are wide open, 765-450-9119. If you don't know who Danny Boy is a singer on majority of Tupac records. So if you remember the song, "I Ain't Mad at Ya," I ain't mad at ya. That's Danny Boy.
Yeah, that was a dope record too.
I ain't mad at ya.
I can't find Danny Boy. I'm mad. I'm about to try to find it.
Yeah, and of course he sang on a lot of you know, dang near all of Death Row records, and
maybe you already said it, but what form did this come in? Was this like an interview?
This was an interview. Okay, like a podcast type interview that.
But like, what was his demeanor? Is he saying, you know, I have so much turmoil and hurt?
No,
these things that I experienced. He abused me. Where is he coming from with it?
He wasn't coming from.
Because he's saying a lot.
Yeah, he was not coming from a malicious place. He was just. I think he was, because you know Danny came out with a book called Stranded on Death Row, and I think he was speaking about some of the things that's in the book, and this just so happened to be one of the things that's in the book.
He talked about the book when he was on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
A few months ago.
Yeah, he did.
On I can't remember.
APz Countdown Live?
Yeah, I think it was APz Countdown Live.
Yeah, so he was just talking about the accounts that, you know, that's in the book. Right. And just so happened, you know, he was blowing Mary J. Blige back out. Yeah. So big shouts out to you, Danny Boy. I don't know.
We love you, Danny Boy.
You know, we're talking, you know.
Isn't that good? Because you see where Danny Boy at now.
Man, we live in a man's world, y'all. We live in a man's world. All of a sudden.
We're talking about pedophilia.
Yeah.
But it's okay, though, because it was a young man. It was like, really, guys?
No way is okay. No way. No way is this okay. No way is this okay. It doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman. You're taking advantage of a child. Period.
I wonder if Mary's going to respond to the allegations and the statements.
That is what I want to know. Because the video, if I'm not mistaken, I saw it a couple days ago. It had over 100,000 views on it. So
Are you serious? Yes. I need you to pull that up.
Yeah, so I'm sure some of the people that watch the video probably know Mary, or I'm sure people tag Mary in it and all that good stuff like that.
I mean, this really,
at a bare minimum, somebody in her staff.
First of all, it's almost. I think we're all in agreement that it's mandatory that she has to respond.
Right.
You know, whatever.
I'm gonna tell you, like Sabrina said, you got 7 days, Mary. You got 7 days to respond.
Here we go.
You got 7 days.
Here we go again,
man. But it is what it is. Listen, y'all keep it locked right here to the hottest show on radio. We're about to get into that number 8 song, Coi Leray. Like Mary J said, Danny Boy, no more panties.
Wow.
Keep it locked. Hottest show.
Let's go.
Look at the caption. Look at the caption. I just thought that was so funny. It's like, dude, it's been like almost a year. You still can't keep a co-host.
Here with the brand new.
What is going on?
Big shouts out to everybody checking in online. Listen, the phone lines are wide open. 765-450-9119. If you want to join the conversation, don't be afraid. It's only entertainment. Danny Boy said he was blowing her back out. You looking for the interview, Red?
I'm looking for him.
No. It's I don't know what his IG is. I follow him on Facebook.
It sounds terrible. You know, he talked about some of the, he said that he had suffered through some sexual abuse, and that's kind of what,
I mean, who knows? That could have been it, or at least one of them.
or, you know, one of a few.
Yeah, I mean,
That's terrible. Makes Mary.
yeah, Danny Boy Stewart, right here. Danny Boy Stewart. We're gonna call Danny Boy, see if he wants to talk about it. Man, it's 6 o'clock already. Yeah, if you keep it.
Hey, you transition.
I don't
Go there.
I don't want them to know your stuff coming up.
He's just so evil. Bruh, oh God, they won't let me be great. Not even
Ain't no being great over here.
Not even getting close to it. Sheesh. I'm out here trying to live my best life. AP over here blocking and whatnot. Somebody you don't want nobody to know.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Yeah. Yeah, oh, it's about to spike. If I knew that answer, I'd be a millionaire.
Oh, I need Sheba to change my life.
It is.
I'm ready. Oh,
I think it's gonna be like like Bitcoin. Nah, listen. I really think it's gonna be like Bitcoin and all that. What I mean by that, Bitcoin went from $1 to $10,
Right.
$10 to $100, $100 to 500 to 10,000. So I think it's going to happen.
Oh God!
But it's just
it's a whole army of us out here.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be
ship army.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a quick process to reach what people are considering the 1 cent mark.
But that's okay. I'll hold them.
Yeah, will it reach the
HODL? Hold on for dear life.
Here we go. Let's do the drop.
Okay.
Ready?
Yo, y'all, this your girl, Bud Gal Nunu. Y'all keep it locked for Nunu's keeping it all the way real.
Braiding officer at Strands of Beauty. Stop wearing too tight braids. Come to where we do it right and not tight.
I thought you meant she would take you back from the other day when you said $10. She not coming. People don't want to pay for living a career. That's how life is. It's all good. I didn't expect for her to take you back to the other.
You talking about girl? That's the way business go, man. Uncle Red, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you've never heard it before, I'm gonna tell you now. Everybody love what you do until they gotta pay for it. Oh, you know radio dope.
That's wonderful. Okay.
Everybody love what you do until they gotta pay for it.
Yeah, what's up? What can I come in? Let me get back to you on that.
Everybody love what you do until they gotta. They say everybody love your gifts until they gotta pay for them.
You know what I'm saying? I don't be. That's what happens when you can't.
People should want to. Your people should, and not just your people, all black people. We should want to support each other.
Don't.
Yeah, honestly, you should want someone to give you something for free, because when people give you something for free, two things: they have to do it, and they give it to you on their terms and their time. No sense of urgency in it. No sense of let me make sure it's quality.
Right.
But when you paying for it, people will take their time and make sure it's done right.
The commitment level is always there. If you got any sense of morality and honor about you. But yeah, I mean, like you say, it is what it is.
Yeah. Welcome to the entertainment business. Well, people will talk your head off till it's time to cut that check.
I promise y'all. Maybe we might get as far as Jamaica, but no, I'm just playing. But I ain't really playing. I'm actually telling you the straight up truth.
That Jamaica is actually some are, but when we speak about it in the whole, black people always want, they always want for free. And here's my thing. That's why I say, listen, when it comes to this whole Israeli thing, put it down on paper. But before we do anything, fucking hair braided.
Now. And if I want my hair braided, you already seen me get it done for free, but I don't do it. I don't wear braids like that.
Yeah, none of us wear my hair braided. I don't wear my hair braided because me supporting the business, that doesn't benefit me unless it benefits me.
Don't you worry.
Yeah. Welcome APz Countdown Live. The hot show on Radio 7. The hot show on Radio. Welcome to the most requested. Yeah, we taking over. APz Camp Hustle tight like La Cosa Nostra. It's the top 10 countdown. Hot show on Radio 7. The hot show.
Right, exactly.
That guy.
That gal,
Radio.
and Uncle Red.
Monday through Saturday.
For a minute, listen to the hottest show on radio. APz Countdown Live.
Thank you for keeping it locked right here to the hottest show on the planet. It's currently 8 minutes after the hour. Welcome to Hump Day. Lulu, how you feeling over there? What's going on?
I am feeling really good, but I would feel a lot better if I had some rum chata and Captain Morgan sitting in front
that
of me.
would be very
I actually
nice.
do have some.
You do?
I'm
Where?
gonna have some at home.
You got rum chowder? Oh.
I have Captain Morgan. I don't have any rum chata. The rum chata is chatted away.
Wow.
But yo, y'all already know it is time for Nunu's Keeping It All the Way Real.
Keeping it all real.
So I had a very, very interesting conversation actually with one of our listeners that reached out to me by phone. Well, she reached out to me through IG. I didn't know that on Instagram people can pick up the phone and call you.
Really? Welcome to the internet.
So I am driving in my car on my way to do a tad bit of shopping today because I had a couple things that I had to pick up.
Right.
And my phone starts ringing, but it was like an odd, weird ring. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what is that?
Okay.
I'm like, is my GPS talking back to me? Like, what's really happening?
Okay.
So by this time I was already in the parking lot and I looked at the phone and it was a whole video call from Malaysia, right?
Okay.
So I was like, okay, so it's not a guy. Let me go ahead and just pick this up and see what's happening.
All right.
So actually, Malaysia is someone that I knew from back home. So I'm no stranger to who she is. I didn't know that that was her on IG, to be quite honest with you.
Malaysia.
Malaysia, yep.
Okay.
Malaysia shared an interesting story with me. Uncle Ray, what you laughing at?
Oh, it was nothing.
Malaysia shared an
I
interesting...
wasn't looking for Malaysia on Instagram.
You on your phone? Put your phone down.
Okay. Calm down.
Red.
I'm
And
focused.
Malaysia is fine too, by the way.
Thirsty ass over there.
So Malaysia shared with me the fact that
I'd like to see what we're talking about.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
are y'all
Human
boys?
nature. Yeah, I'm done.
Lord have mercy.
Keeping it all the way real. Let's go.
Malaysia shared her situation with me,
Right.
and she's pretty much like, Nunu, you know, I just had a baby, and I'm like, oh, that's what's up, congratulations, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
She was like, you know what, it wasn't like the most positive experience.
Okay.
She had a baby recently. The baby is 6 weeks old, and the gentleman that is her child's father, they had a situation where she had to come clean about the fact that there is a possibility that the child wasn't actually his, right? She messed up a little bit. She like real fine and stuff. You know how hard it is for us fine women to say faith. I'm just playing. So anyhow, she shared this with me, and I was like, you know what, this is like dope. Like, I know that it caused you a lot of pain, but can I use it tonight? And she was like, of course, have at it.
All right.
So with that being said, my question is, in an
Thought we was gonna
effort,
call her.
no, we're not gonna call. Oh Lord.
Video call her?
No, Uncle Red. We're not gonna call her.
All right.
She's more than welcome to call and speak with us, though, if she'd like to chime in. The number, of course, is 765-450-9119. So call in, Malaysia, if you feel, if you feel like doing that. But in an effort to keep it all the way real, my question for you, gentlemen, is what is the most difficult reason that you've ever had to break up with a significant other for, or
Wow,
that
the
young
most
lady,
difficult.
the most difficult? Like, what was that raunchy thing that she did to you? You were like, you know what? I love you, but I gotta go. I gotta bounce. I can't stay here no more. I mean, come on, keep it all the way real.
Okay.
Who gonna go first?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind going first.
Okay, AP.
All right.
Yeah, of course, my difficult reasons like that come at a time when I was obviously in high school.
Right.
And the girl that I dated pretty much, my high school, time growing up in high school,
Right.
we broke up because, the whole cheating thing, right? But it wasn't me cheating. It was her cheating. To be honest with you, but it wasn't just the fact that she cheated. In Jersey, when you go to the same school, everybody
Right.
Oh, they clown. They're clown.
Right.
Yeah, it was like you sleeping with the homies.
Oh,
Not the
wow.
homie, but the homies.
To them
She belongs to the
She
streets.
belonged to the street.
No, she belongs to the whole neighborhood.
She belonged to the school.
To the school.
to the school.
Wow,
so
yeah, that's rough.
Wow.
Yeah, dating a young lady and she is kind of everybody's young lady.
Yeah,
that's always rough.
she community coochie. That's a little
Oh,
tough.
wow. Yo, it's hard to hear AP say that because he a whole player out here in these streets. Oh.
That's community coochie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's painful. It's kind of harsh. What about you, Uncle Red?
I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I've never actually had a quote unquote bad breakup.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Also, y'all be friends afterwards and things.
Actually, that's true.
Oh, wow.
That's true. I don't. I don't think it's worth it. Now I have had some hot spaghetti water thrown on me.
Woo! That's like them grits, really.
Some hot
Yeah.
spaghetti.
What did you do? She burnt that.
So that was the cause for the breakup.
That's
Some hot spaghetti.
Okay, so
Dang. Oh, she was mad.
does that qualify? Yeah,
Golly.
through the screen door. One of
Wow.
them situations where I was like, ah, you like a scalded cat, bruh.
Some hot spaghetti.
What a
Yeah,
scalded
man.
cat. I just got a visual.
It's one of them situations where you're begging and pleading and trying to
And it's
cover up your lies.
Man.
And I guess she just wasn't having it.
Covering up the lies. You can't cover up lies,
She
gentlemen.
just got sick of hearing my mouth, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Hot spaghetti.
Yeah, I was as shocked as y'all was.
Man.
Trust me.
Wow. Y'all are funny.
But I hopped over the front porch like, whoop. I was out.
Jumped up like a cat.
So we didn't really need to be like, yo, we broke up.
Oh, y'all knew it was around.
Me running down the street nearly scalded, I think sealed the deal.
Wow.
Dude.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, nobody likes to get potentially cooked to death.
Wow. How about you, Lulu? Any weird or tough breakups?
Well,
Well,
after the last time that I ran my ex over with his car, with my car.
What up? It's your boy, KZ.
Snoop Dogg, greatest rapper of all time.
I think that was it. Way to go.
Laughing around here.
Way to go out. Way to go out. Yeah. 'Cause I think running somebody over with your car should be the worst of them. Right? Right?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, Uncle.
Other than burning them alive, I don't know what is worse.
Hey,
Or
what
maybe
y'all may be
drowning
doing?
them.
Look, what y'all may be doing to us? Y'all so evil.
You have mentioned about putting stuff in people's cups and food.
No.
You know, I hate to.
I'm trying to figure out how that came up
I hate to.
before the kerosene oil being burnt with fire.
I hate to bite into a mayonnaise and rat poison sandwich. I'm trying to tell you.
No, I never placed one on that level.
But running them over with your vehicle, really?
That's tough.
I was all the way to see.
You do realize he could have died.
prison. That went to jail and could have went to prison. Yeah, I knew he was gonna die. That's okay. I could have. I was gonna continue on his last name. He's by then.
Like, boop, boop.
I was like, y'all be all right. Just sit in the car because I'm gonna kill y'all daddy.
Boop, boop.
Put y'all seatbelts on. Put y'all seatbelts on. 'Cause this nigga,
Daddy's laying in the middle of the
bitch is
road
gonna die.
with a tire track across his chest.
Because mommy is not playing no games with this.
Just like in cartoons. He got the tire mark across. You're like, he got the X's for the eyes turned into X's.
So why Uncle Red did like this? Talk about.
Yeah.
With the black tire marks going across.
Exactly.
I mean,
They try to get Elon Musk to run his tweets by his lawyer before he tweet them out.
What? We ain't running shit by nobody.
Because when he tweet, he influences the stock market.
Yeah. Wow.
as long as you tell them the truth, or to the best of his knowledge, and I don't think it's a problem because people should be informed about their investments.
Yeah. He's like, you telling on them. He's like, yo, this shit about to go down. Get out now.
Right.
Run for your life.
What is that brand new technology that we need to be looking for? What is it? What's the name of it? You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Straightening.
What is it called?
Straightening.
Straightening.
You ever heard of that? Straighten them. You know that?
Look at Uncle
You
Red.
heard that yet?
I'm sure I did. I don't really retain that I hear every single 20 minutes.
It's got a dope little beat. That's what they do. Who's that to be, what's that dude's name that's the producer for that?
Mike Will? No, Mike.
Yeah, Mike Will made it. Will made it.
Yeah. Red.
Nah, that don't sound
That's it.
That's it.
Straight in. Straight in. Hey, Uncle Real, what you know about that? He said,
Go ahead,
straight
find
in. Straight in.
Go ahead and find that instrumental for your boy, man. Come on, man.
Go in it.
Yeah, I need to update. Update.
Red, you wait right before the show, man.
No, the show's tomorrow. I'm talking about Battleground.
Oh, Battleground.
Battleground.
Not
Oh.
Ratchet, you just changed.
There you go. Hey,
I like that. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. I like that. Yeah, that'd be real hard.
Yeah, I told y'all I was going. All I needed to, once I heard it, and you know,
Do you want to try it on Ratchet and see how it sounds?
yeah, let's do it. But you're gonna erase, but I need to change Ratchet anyway. I'll find Ratchet.
He's not going to erase nothing. He just going to plug it in just for the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna plug it in just for the show.
All right.
Absolutely.
But I do need to find another Ratchet. The Drake. Yeah. Mine got it's got a bomb. It's got a bomb. Okay.
I need to wear my race trainer. My posture is horrible. I don't have it on.
Yeah, I got it right.
Okay. No,
I'm gonna play it during our Ratchet. You know?
okay. I'm gonna find a new Ratchet though.
All right.
For tomorrow. Though.
Okay.
It'll come to me.
purchase said Bitcoin is down to $2.70 a pop. So glad I didn't buy that mess.
Oh wow! And now look, wow, that's crazy. I bet you ain't glad now. You mad?
Somebody said, "Is this guy still alive?" Look,
He killed himself.
alive but dead inside.
Oh, man,
I think that's what Sheba gonna do. I think it's gonna be one of them things that see right now, a lot of people are excited about it. And it's a lot of people winning. So if they hit right now, it'll make too many millions. But if they wait and just kind of let it run its course and let people sell off, it ain't gonna make that many millionaires in a year or two. Why? Because people have been sold out. But I ain't gonna sell them. I'm hoping. As long as they don't start charging me fees every month, which they don't, I'm just over it. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold myself right over there. Because if it costs you nothing to hold and the investment is already made, it's just like keeping money in the bank. Just let it sit there. Just let it sit there. You ain't gotta mess with it. Alright, you guys, we're about to go in. We're on the commercials now.
You ready? I'm just gonna ask your ass something because you ask me sometimes. Oh, my stepmother just said to tell you, amazing gentleman, that she made it home safely and she's on her ship. And thank you guys for coming to show her such. She had an amazing time. She's trying to meet us in Tunica like I was telling you earlier.
Really?
She's trying to keep food out. She got a little upset about it. She's like, daughter of mine, where do you leave me? I'm like, okay. Well, it's just a blessing to me that she is so, she's just so excited about everybody else.
And think about it, man, you know, a lot of people ride other people's coattails, you know, like we're not doing that. We create our own wave. I mean, I don't know if y'all ever looked at it like this, but people pay to come sit down and talk to us.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
look at it like that all the time.
Yeah.
For real, buddy. I tell you.
Told you.
Oh well, there goes the cherry pie. It's probably. I thought the last two were the worst ratchets that I've had.
It's funny how you're saying that, and like you never mentioned it to us that you weren't satisfied with your work. Uncle Red, you hilarious.
This by far is one of the most ratchet I have ever heard.
Oh, he is too funny.
I am disgusted by this ratchet. I'll let y'all know that. But I gotta give it to you. Give it to you. I don't even know what that means.
Michael!
Crazy. You gotta be careful. It's Pride Month.
Pride? What?
God, you need to clarify what it means. You heard what Joe Brown said.
Hey, you know,
Play that shit again!
hey, you little nasty whores out here getting straight.
We need your horse, for real.
Yeah, and Cardi B.
What you think is upset about it? The video that he did, she ain't got no control over his ass. He a hot man.
Man, he needs to be worried about the residuals and residuals only and keep it quiet.
He said Cardi B is a nasty street walking whore.
That shit was funny. Say it again.
Setting people up,
Say
get
it.
robbed.
Get robbed. Oh, Uncle Red, do you have it? Can you play it again?
No, I'm not
we
playing
get in
that
trouble if we
ratchet
use
mess.
Use a piece
Judge
of
Joe
his
Brown is.
Maybe because it might have a copyright on it.
Oh, damn.
He
See,
did.
that's a clip that we need to use, Uncle Red.
He went on Kwame Brown's podcast.
Ratchet.
That's what.
APz Countdown live. The hottest show on radio. The hottest show on radio. Welcome to the most requested. Yeah, we're taking over. APz Count. Hustle tight like a Cosa Nostra. It's the top 10 countdown. Hottest show on radio. The hottest show on radio. AP, bad guy, new radio. Yeah, local radio. Down live.
Monday through Saturday, man, 5 to 7.
You are now listening to the hottest show on radio. APz Countdown Live.
Thank you for keeping it locked right here to the hottest show on the planet. It's currently 35 minutes after the hour. As we make our way through this Hump Day Wednesday, listen, you guys, it's the middle of the week.
But it's almost over, y'all.
That's right. It's nowhere but down from here.
Wow.
But Uncle Red, what it do, my guy? How you feeling?
Wow, I'm loving this love. The straightening in. You know what?
They go hard.
They already know.
Don't no other show talk about their background music except for us.
I know, right?
Because we be in here getting lit. It's almost the weekend, too.
We would like to encourage our listeners to give us a call, 765-450-9119. Again, 765-450-9119. You know the numbers to dial. You can also follow your boy Uncle Red on social media platforms, Facebook, the Gram, or Twitter at UNCLEREDTWOGO at Uncle Red 2 Go. Big shouts out to the Heat Hip Hop Music Hub, Smash 97.7 FM, Hot 365 Radio, Hits 107.3 FM. They are tapped in, and we are almost ready for takeoff. But in the meantime, and in between time, we're going to have to transport our listeners to Uncle Red's Ratchet Reality.
Hey.
This is where we package up the foolishness.
All of it.
All of the buffoonery.
That's right.
And all of the ridiculous.
What'd he say?
I did say ridiculous. And you know what? We ain't been to Mango's in a minute.
Not yet.
I haven't had no jerk chicken. So I need to be careful with that Jamaican patois. I'm still working on it. I don't know which ones is a curse word, so we got to be careful.
West Palm, I use.
But in the words of the great immortal Robert Nesta Marley, roots, rock, reggae, in tonight's edition of the Ratchet Reality, we have the case of human nature is inherently evil, and goodness is caused by intentional activity. Got that?
I heard that.
Girl, Nunu noted. Boy, we've got one of the most ratchet situations that I have ever seen in my lifetime, and it is coming out of one New Hope, Missouri. That's right, they said Missouri in Missouri. Bad girl Nunu.
Yep.
A mother, a grandmother, an aunt, and an aunt's co-worker conspired to kidnap a 6-year-old to teach him a lesson.
What?
That's right.
What in the world?
That's right. I said that right.
They gotta be black folks.
This 6-year-old's mother, his grandmother, his aunt, and his aunt's co-worker conspired to kidnap this young boy to teach him a lesson about being friendly with strangers.
I actually wanted to do that to my son when I was.
They're horrible. That's not a bad idea.
Right. That's right. This Lincoln County,
You know what?
quadruplet.
Good idea.
Okay. All right. So this young boy is walking on his way to school. The aunt's co-worker, who is a male, right? He lures this young 6-year-old into his van. Wow. That's right. I said a van. A van with candy. I'm not making this up.
Wow.
He lures him into the van with candy, right? And he straps his arms and legs and puts a plastic bag over his head to cover so he can't see where they're going. He manages to cut some holes so he can breathe.
I was ready to say, boy, you about to go to jail.
That's right. And before pulling off, he punches a little boy in the stomach a few times. He roughed him up.
You have to do that little boy like that.
And says if he makes any noise, he's gonna kill him. You're gonna be dead meat, buddy. So he takes the 6-year-old.
Going to jail.
Wait a minute. He takes the 6-year-old to his own home.
Wow.
He doesn't know he's got the plastic bag over his head with the holes in it.
He's terrified.
He's terrified, bad girl Nunu. And they put him down in the basement. Now, bad gal Nunu, you know, in Uncle Red's ratchet reality, man, that's not even the half.
All the way out on this for this.
Wow. They're reporting that his aunt,
Please don't tell me.
sexually assaulted him.
Get over here, little Jimmy.
That's right.
This is hard.
And
Why would you do that? Like, okay, I'm lost.
She had her co-worker, who was the male, threatened to kill him and tell him they were going to sell him off into a sex ring.
I mean, they might as well have after that.
If he told anybody. That's right. Meanwhile,
She just wanted a reason to sexually assault that little boy.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Grandma and his mother, right, his birth mother, by the way, are upstairs preparing dinner for the 4 of them because, get this, AP, that guy, they kept him down there for 14 hours.
Wow.
That's right. In the darkness of the basement with no clothes and bruised and battered and sexually molested. Well, it's a good thing that the law caught up to these individuals, bad girl Nunu, because they were charged with multiple, and I mean multiple felonies, and for good reason, to include child endangerment and molestation. Listen, I said this was one of the worst ratchets that I have ever heard.
Yeah, that's rough.
That I have ever heard, and I mean that for real, no cap. Word to the wise, bad girl Nunu. The soul that has conceived one wickedness can nurse no good thereafter.
Wow.
Give us a call, 765-450-9119. Again, 765-450-9119. You know the numbers to dial.
Listen, I get it, trying to teach your kids a lesson.
Right.
But man,
saying the aunt took it too far.
They went
She
way
took it
past.
way too
She
far.
took it way too far. It's
This was
too
their
much.
this was their chance to abuse this boy.
Yeah.
A grandmother, a mother, and an aunt.
Wow, the
That is
females
unbelievable.
that's supposed to protect you in the family. Not grandma too. She was in cahoots with the BS.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Foolery.
Y'all keep it locked right here to the hottest show on radio, APz Countdown Live. We got the number 4 song coming up, Pop Smoke, what you know about love. Keep it locked.
Number 4.
That's true.
Oh wow.
That's a straight up true story. Good mugshots. I can't relax.
That is insane.
I don't know why I thought they was black. I don't know why I thought they
I
was
thought
black.
they was black.
I don't know why.
knew they was black.
Probably because he said the mother was upstairs whooping up some spaghetti. I don't know why. I'm like spaghetti in the pot.
I would have had to say watermelon or fried chicken. My bad. See, there I go again.
I need to apologize to my melanated people. I'm sorry. I know that there are stereotypes about black people loving watermelon. But you know, in all stereotypes, there's always some truth. And unfortunately, black folks do like watermelon, fried chicken, yams.
Yams, Uncle Red. Yams. Wow.
Macaroni and cheese baked the correct way, not the non-melanated way. Potato salad that doesn't contain onions and other things that shouldn't be in potato salad. So for all of you black folk out there that put onions in your potato salad, I've had enough. For real. I don't want your shit.
What all go in potato salad, Red?
You know what? You know, we got some specialty potato salad makers in my family, and I should probably defer to them. I know it's like, I like the egg mustard potato salad. Yeah, like the Amish. You ever seen those? Like from the Amish make them?
Yep.
Yeah, I get those out the grocery store. But as far as some down home type stuff, I think it's like, okay, potatoes, right? Potatoes.
Potatoes, that's a good idea. To
Mustard,
put potatoes in your potato salad.
potatoes, mustard, I'm sure like sugar. We put sugar in every damn
Everything.
thing. But I'm gonna assume like maybe some cane sugar or something. Man, you gotta do this the right way, okay? What we should do is we should have a contest this summer. We should have contests.
Right.
We should do live remotes where we have contests where people bring their best dishes and we judge.
That's a good idea. Now you got to be careful. That
And
we
we
can't
do-
be out here eating everybody.
Nah, what I'm saying is we boy, you see how I'll be blessing you? See, we intermingle this with food of faith,
Very nice. I like
where we
that.
actually prepare meals for the homeless,
Yeah.
but we judge, you know, so they have to cook enough to feed
Right.
the homeless.
Okay. Nice.
And then we judge their dishes.
Absolutely great idea.
See what I'm saying?
I like that.
Wouldn't that be?
Look at you with your skills and ideas and
You feel
things.
me?
I feel you.
I'm sure there would be plenty of chefs and cooks all over the city of Atlanta that would take on that challenge.
Right.
They get a little notoriety. And so what you do is you just put it on like a plain bowl.
Right.
There's no name or anything on it, and then we try it, and then it's got like a number on the bottom of the bowl, and then we just choose. And then they'd be like, ooh, best potato salad goes to...
Sister Williams that live on
Am
Second
I
Block.
offending you because you feel like your dishes would win? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, I wouldn't be cooking.
Oh, you
this
wouldn't be doing no
particular
damn cooking.
situation.
Huh? I ain't mad at you.
No, I'd be, you know, if we're doing the live remote, it's gonna be the three of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make up stuff that would include people feeding us because we don't get no damn food on
Uncle
this
Red
show.
out here trying to eat. We get food that we buy for ourselves.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah.
It's one out of the three of us is paying.
We are not extended any courtesies of food and sustenance on this damn show. And I believe OSHA should be involved in this situation. The Occupational Health and Safety Administration, we need to call their ass.
You want the number?
And then, you know what? They'd be like, you know what? As a part of the stipulation for filing a claim, you got to take a drug test.
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
No.
I withdraw my claim.
Oh, y'all stupid.
He did bring in some cherry pies, little Hostess cherry pies.
You can't get black people nothing. You give them cherry pies and still
He
complain.
said it's a little Hostess cherry pies.
It's
Just
the
a
little
little
cherry pie.
Hostess.
Not the ones you get, remember the hot ones you used to get at McDonald's?
He disrespectful, right? You can't. If everybody listen, you can't just know you can't do nothing nice for Red.
Wow.
Nothing, never. he complaining, but guess what? He been eating them up every day.
I know, right? They are
Every day.
gone now.
He ate the whole box. Nobody can eat
Nah, Eddie,
cherry pies except for him.
Eddie Levert ate 2, so
Yeah.
he ate 2 of them.
He were the 24.
Wow. These boys are delicious though. I like cherry. I like raspberries. I like straw. I like the berries. But like apples and stuff like that, no. I do not like apple pies. No.
That's exactly why I didn't buy any.
We got 11 minutes left in the show. Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Bet.
Next time we go in, we'll be going out. We'll go to the restaurant.
Loud in the ear, need for door. I forgot we are out tonight again. No, sir. What do you? All the people rooms we're concerned about is yours and Sharita's. That's it. And y'all got y'all straight. Y'all ready? Y'all good to go. Trying to figure out. Oh.
So it's 3 rooms.
Well, hers wouldn't be included in the screen that she screenshot that she sent to us because she's booking her rooms separately. So I'm saying. I mean, that's what I would assume. I'm gonna wait till we come back until we turn it out.
Wow. It's all. Who's that? Who's that?
Rapper.
Oh.
Uncle Ray, here you go when you was growing up.
Oh, they put the music to that? That's in Africa. Wow.
I told Uncle Ray, I said, this was you when you was
I know,
growing up.
right? Come on, I'm better than that, right?
You killing that. You killing it.
Wow.
I'm thinking, is that you?
They just out in the middle of the street. That's how you do that. They be kicking it in Africa.
Like, he went in hard, I ain't even gonna lie.
They be kicking it in Africa, y'all. They're like, hey. Excuse me.
Very funny.
I wonder how old that is.
I be wondering, we be stealing stuff from them. Like these dances they doing ain't new. That look like a.
It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours ago.
No, I meant
I mean, like,
when that video was done. Not when it was
posted.
You don't care. You start listening to it after a while.
You said, when was it posted as opposed to when it was actually recorded, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was done 2 hours ago and posted 2 hours ago because it's a video. It's a live, not a video.
Really?
It's a live. That little boy killing it.
Step too far off track, and it's over. And I mean over!
It's in the kitchen.
Hey, that shit funny here, though, bro. Bro, that shit funny here. I don't know how about y'all the had on. We had to make do. You had a ride, Mike. Yeah, I don't know how to do the new one. You gotta make it green too. What green is that there? Yeah, green get in. What green stuff is green get in one another? Who back there? Yeah. Hey, yeah. Green getting in one of them. So that green, we ain't get stuck down there like that, boy. Man, get with, man. I got to get back to base.
All right, you guys, we are about to go out.
What is a larvae?
I got these things right here, right? Look. I got these things right here, right? They
45 seconds.
They ain't dead, they're alive. Oh, shit, boy. Bruh, see, they so small, bruh.
30 seconds to close it. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. We're going out. Thank you for keeping it locked right here to the hottest show on the radio, APz Countdown Live. Listening is currently 58 minutes after the hour. Unfortunately, that's our time. I get to go home. I don't got to sit here and look at Bag Out Nunu or Uncle Red. Not a moment longer. Without further ado, Uncle Red, let him know, my friend.
You can follow your boy Uncle Red on social media platforms, Facebook, the Gram, or Twitter at UNCLEREDTWOGO.
Yes.
At Uncle Red to go. Nunu.
Yo, y'all already know this your girl, Bud Gal Nunu. Thank you guys as usual for tuning in. And please follow me on all social media platforms at BADGYALNEWNEWAP.
And of course, I'm your boy AP That Guy. You can follow me all over social media at AP That Guy. I'd like to thank everybody for keeping it locked right here to APz Countdown Live, the hottest show on radio. Make sure you bring it right on back in the morning from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for APz Mid-Morning Mimosa, the Cody Show on radio. Nunu, you know what it is. Until next time, it's been fun.
It's been real.
It's been real.
We gotta bounce.
We got to get on. We got to get on up out of here.
Ooh.
Peace.
We love y'all.